in Cricut Design Space, and what we're going to do is to get the tag. There are 3 pieces here that you'll need. One's the background, one's the light, and one's the socket. And then I created from this part here a new white piece that will fit into here whenever I'm pasting it, and that'll make sense once you actually see the tag. This step is not needed, but I actually like the white in contrast to the glitter cardstock. So to get to this point here, you'll go into images, and I am not paying for a Cricut for their Design Space, so I search their free. And if you look up the word bulb, here's that bulb right here, which is the Christmas light. So what you'll do is you'll add that to your canvas. And when you go back to your canvas, you're going to end up with this piece, which needs some work to get to this point. So what I do is, first thing is make a copy of it for the back, a copy of it for the light, and then one for the socket part, or the highlight part. So for the highlight, all I did was go to here, turn off all contours, and only show that. And then that gives you your, piece for here. Easy enough. For the background, I did the exact same thing. I went to contour, but I only left the background on so that you only get this back piece. And I wanted just a little bit to show, so I went to the offset and I added just a little bit to make it bigger, so that when I lined up my glitter cardstock, I had a little bit of a white frame around it. And then I just welded that together. So then I have my socket for my light bulb. And then for this part here, down in this portion, I just need this cut off. So what I did was I made a shape, a circle, and I made this shape here. And I kind of eyeballed the height where I wanted it, but then I made sure that I aligned it by center horizontally so that it was centered when I did the slice. Then this way, these pieces will leave a little bit of a gap, but will be part of the like some of the black will show through for sure. So then you'll hit your slice, and then you'll have the bottom, and then you will have this piece. So I went ahead and made these a little bit thinner because I thought these were a little wide, so that's why this looks a little different. But that's where I started, was with this piece. So now you have your, you can change this to white so you can see, and then this part will be, we'll make it gray so you can see that. So there you get your 3 pieces, and then your highlight will fit right in here, and we can bring that to the front. And there you have your piece. So you won't need any of this. And since we already have this ready to go, I have them cut so that they go all on one mat. So I just do a color just so that I know, but we're doing blue this time. So I made them blue. These are going to be foil, and the background will be black. And then I'm going to use a scrap piece for the white, for the highlight. So all you need to do is hit make. And depending on if you're using scraps, like for me, I like to take these and make them smaller. And I don't think Cricut does a very good job at getting them as tight as possible without wasting paper. So I get them in there as close as possible. And then when I go to hit continue and I go to make it, what I use is the setting for medium cardstock, and I do more pressure just to make sure that it goes through. So I do the 80-pound cardstock, and then I do it with more pressure. So let's get these 4 cut. If you can see, we have our 4 mats. You can go in and arrange these however you need to make them make more sense and use less waste for the paper. But we are going to go ahead and get these cut, and then I will meet you back with putting it all together. Okay, so we've got all our pieces. Once they're all cut, you will not need the inside once the lights are cut, but I like to hold on to them to use them for embellishments and like other little things. So we can put these aside because you're not going to need them for this part of the tags. And I didn't use a big enough scrap, so I only have 4 of the things. So one got cut off by accident and the other one didn't make it on the board. So we are only going to make the 4, but it'll give you an idea of how these go together. So first off, you're going to start with your base, and you're going to grab one of these parts of the light bulb, and you're going to give it a generous amount of glue. And these go together really quickly once you have everything cut, which is why I like to do the assembly line method where I do them all at once. That way then I have them all ready to go. And the nice part about this is this glitter stock I got at Dollar Tree. So you can actually get different colors. So they have blue, they have a green, they have like a rose gold color, which I think is really nice. So I will do them in sets and then put them, you know, for the group. Like I can do all the blues together, all the greens, or I can do a mix and match for the lights, which turned out really nice. These ones were really popular, and I got rid of most of these at my event last year. So I will be making more to take for this year. And then you need a little bit of glue. And what this is going to do is, this is going to be the little highlight on the bulb. And I think the white stands out much nicer. You could actually do like a 2-tone if you have a different color cardstock color, which might be really nice. But this will lock into that little void that you have and give you that kind of effect. And then you'll use the silver, and like I said, you could use any foil if you want. I'm using the silver for the tops. And I definitely need to get some more glue because I am almost out of this. And I'm using the Aleene's memory glue, which to me dries the nicest, I think. I mean, of all the glues, it's not really runny, and it actually gives you a couple seconds to position it, and then you're cold. So that way you line that up, and that is your tag. And then what I do is I'll cut out a 1-inch circle on some scrap and put it on the back so I can stamp my to and from, or you don't even have to stamp it. You could just write it. Or this would be really nice if you had a white gel pen. You could write on the back and save yourself the trouble of cutting out that part. Then I go through, once these are all dry and I know they're not going to move, then I put a little punch a hole here, and then you can put your ribbon or your string. But we're gonna put one more together, and then this one is completed. Like I said, this goes together pretty quick. The different cardstocks will make a big difference for your you know, coloring. You could even do just regular cardstock. It doesn't have to be the glitter. I think the glitter is a little shinier and gives you something special for the Christmas holiday, but definitely not necessary to use cardstock that's glitter. And then I've even cut these out on my Cricut Joy, and they are perfect sized for that. But you can make them whatever size you want. You could actually make them much bigger. And the problem that I always have is I always put the glue on the wrong side when I try to put it on here. So sometimes it might even be easier to make sure that you get enough glue in here to just do the glue first in the little crevice and then put your piece in there. That way it'll get you lined up nice. So there you go. And there was 2 of them really quick and easy without much effort at all. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe because I will be doing all of these. I'm going to do this as part of the 12 days of Christmas tags. So you will see the other 11 very soon. Thank you.